That's every heard.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Got it, so, yes.
let's call the meeting to order. Rise for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Amy, roll call.
Yep, present, we have Wayne Roner, George Andrews, Jason Goldstrand, and Katie Carpet.
Adoption of agenda, motion to approve the agenda for August 6th, 2025, with members of the committee reserving the right to add to the agenda and take further action in the district's best interest.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Approval of minutes, motion to approve the June 4th, 2025 meeting minutes.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Next property facilities committee meeting will be on September 3rd, 2025. Chairman's report. Met with Lyman and Nash yesterday at the North Campus regarding stage 3 and the litigation that we'll be pursuing against Leeward Construction. Weather station.
Do you think?
That's all I have.
Well, when we do that, do you think I could be invited to those?
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure, it was really a, yes, there's no.
Weather station, so. Dr. Richardson from Penn State, reached out to me, I don't know, probably a few weeks ago, probably more than that, in May. And asked for the exact location of the weather station. And I said, I have no idea what you're talking about. And in 2022, the board had approved a weather station to be put on top of ESC.
Yes.
Because it was 2022, I said that's a few boards away and a superintendent ago, and I would like it reapproved. So this is just a weather station to be put on top of East Stroudsburg Elementary School. I have the exact one flat, but it's basically on top of the building. Carol, am I accurate in that?
No, it's not.
Oh,
According.
it has a dot on top of the building.
Well, I met Dr. Richardson there.
You said it. Okay, where is it?
We were on
site.
It was proposing. Yeah.
Okay,
It's gonna change something.
no, even better. Okay, so it's gonna go like the
Lawn.
grassy area by.
Actually, yeah, I know that because I spoke to him
Okay.
today and he's waiting for concrete.
Thank you.
So it never happened. And
No, and I asked what the delay was, and he said that it was funding delays on their end. That it wasn't on our end as a district, and he understood that because it was several years ago, that I mean, we're 3 years out, it was October of 2022 that it was approved. So I'm asking for us to move it forward.
So we'll keep.
So that
the
was
same
Penn
layout.
State
Okay.
funding?
Correct.
Yeah, okay, we'll just move it.
And say yes,
And they maintain it. They're doing they do everything. They're pouring the concrete, they're doing everything.
yes.
He hopes to have it done by fall, but.
That will help you with your closings and updates. You'll know what the
I will have
actual
more information,
temperature is at ESE.
correct? Although ESC really isn't the problem.
It's not the problem.
But yes,
Yeah.
so that's that.
I know.
Elementary, do you want me to keep going?
Sure.
Elementary playgrounds, so I have a parent leadership team meeting quarterly with our PTA, PTO presidents. And Bushkill PTO president has come now to 2 separate meetings. They're trying to raise funds for playground renovation. And they're just struggling, they're struggling to raise the funds. They had said a $50,000 mark. And they're nowhere close, so they asked me,
How do they get to $50,000?
they met with a contractor and said, well, with a playground design company and said. what
I
they
think the
want.
last time we did it, and we, as a board, we paid some, it was like 25 or 30.
Very-
So what I've done is I've gone back over, well, when I say what Patricia has done, because she is very kind to me. She went over all the board agendas and every single elementary school over the years was given anywhere between 29,000 to 50,000 to support a playground renovation. every single elementary school except Bushkill. It's the only one that their PTO, PTA funded it completely. Every other of the elementary schools,
That was part of the construction. It was part of the construction when they opened the building.
the
That was-
PTA paid for it. The
Well, I-
PTA,
I
PTO
know
funded.
that we paid for JM Hill and I know we paid.
Correct.
for-
So what I'm saying is as a
Bush
board
ceiling,
and a district, we paid for them all
except Bush Hill.
except for Bush Hills. So I just wanted to have a conversation with you as a committee of kind of what's our stance on this. So play at the elementary level is important to me. It's important to our students. We have 400 students using it a day, all day long, those playgrounds. Are we putting the entire, and whatever you vote, whatever you decide, I'm good with it. I just need to tell our PTA, PTOs where we're at, but are we putting that full responsibility on the PTAs, PTOs for playground equipment? Or?
Show how I.
No.
In recent years, we've helped subsidize it.
We've
I don't
supplied
see that's being an issue. But I didn't think we did 50,000 of that. Which one did we do 50,000?
East Stroudsburg Elementary School, 50,000 in 2009, 2010.
I don't remember that, okay.
And that was the original action, and then it got down to 30,000.
30,000, yes.
Middle Smithfield was given
30,000.
35,000.
That's a.
Resica, she was given 30. JM Hill was given, oh, this one is 3,900. Oh, and then 2,900, so 3,900 on top of 2,900.
About Smithfield Elementary.
I'm working on it.
They were like 30.
This is playground equipment, so 29,000, that's still Given Hill, and then Smithfield was given 30.
Yeah, it was the going rate was like 30,000.
The original for Smithfield was done all by PTO, but that was, and they had the addition. And we helped that out.
Right, so what I'm asking is from this committee, are you okay with me pursuing what a playground renovation at Bushkill would look like, and then bringing it back to property and facilities and allowing you to decide if we use it out of the capital fund?
Yes.
Okay,
Right.
Yeah.
okay,
And
that's what I'm.
I think we need to fund at least part of the playground. It's our responsibility.
I'm okay saying that they can have a dog in the race. And that they can help
And that was, and the
it.
reason why we did that, the parents wanted more than what we could provide, and so we said, fine, we'll put up the basic, if you wanna, do the little add-ons, that's what they've done.
Excellent.
That's part of the educational process.
So these minutes are for 2009, 2010, and I know during my tenure as a school board member, I know we replaced the rest of the playground.
So 2009, they're all different years.
Oh, okay.
They're all different years.
Okay.
She just gave me the actual piece
This
with it and not
makes-
the whole.
This
lot.
makes more sense.
Yes. Okay, thank you for considering it. I will begin work on that. Nothing is more fun than designing a playground. I'm just saying. Okay, stormwater
You
update.
haven't worked with Jacob Morris.
Wow.
I have a meeting.
So the stormwater update is the reason why Lyman and Ash was at the North Campus yesterday to get have a discussion on, have a discussion on, stage 3 and moving forward with, presenting Leeward Construction with a lawsuit. To date, they have not been responding to the school district's engineer. They've been invited every time when the stormwater was being dug up for them to take their own photos and see what what the issues are. So that's basically what we did. There was nothing to see yesterday because the stage 3 is essentially completed.
This is a part of the stage 3, is that the parking lot or is it?
That was the new scene.
Just the signs.
Yeah,
We can't repay the parking lot till we get the.
We're not.
water.
George, it has nothing to do with paving. So, this was the stage 3 was in front of the front of the Lehman Intermediate
Okay.
School.
Press box,
Well, that's on the agenda.
or anything else for stormwater?
No, nothing on store.
I believe we have a presentation about the press box.
We do, I'm assuming it's on the agenda here, I saw it on.
It's next.
I'm looking.
It says press box.
Are you ready?
I'm ready for me?
If you're ready.
I'm ready.
So I asked Mr. Daly, Mr. Lenhart to come out and just talk to us about the coaching platform and the press box.
So both.
It's all kind of one conversation.
Sure.
So first of all, thank you for the time and the opportunity to speak to you about the need and the request for the coaching platform. With the addition of the new scoreboard, which is fantastic, by the way, so those of you that were involved in that, we thank you, that's great. Tremendous upgrade. However, with that upgrade, it's compromised the limited space we have in our press box. So back to the next slide. Rationale, basically, so there's we provide opportunities for the other teams' coaches to have an elevated vantage point so that they can coach and utilize their equipment. It's an expectation throughout the conference, throughout the state. So by providing this platform, which would be located at the very top of the visitor bleachers, we'd be able to then accommodate the visitors. That also would then lend itself as those other activities that we would do with the stadium for our own group. So quick rationale, basically we're just out of room in our present press box. And that's why we're proposing the platform. The next slide. Just quick comparison, if anybody, the question came up, well, is this just a North specific thing, or why hasn't the South asked for the same thing? This is just a brief, and I'm sorry, this is my skills at work here in text box, but it's comparison of the North press box at the top and the South press box underneath. Essentially, kind of got cut off, but the South one's like 51 feet long, ours was 23, and the yellow area there indicates the new equipment that's now located in the press box. That's taking up the spot that we would have for about 2 or 3 bodies in there. So we not only were limited to begin with, but now with the addition of the extra equipment, and I do a picture of that coming up here, we're even more limited within the press box. And so you understand the dynamic on football nights, our coaching staff is on the top of the press box or inside, depending on the weather, and the visitors would be in the opposite, they would be on top or in the inside, depending on the weather. They're never obviously side by side for obvious reasons, okay? So now that this has been compromised size-wise, we no longer can accommodate the visiting coach. But we told them in the interim, today we had a meeting, I told them to let their coaches know that in the interim, they're gonna be standing in the visitor bleachers at the top, the 50-yard line. So we just don't have anywhere else to put that.
Well, what happened to the platform I mean, what's wrong with, why aren't we on the roof anymore?
Well, we are, but we can only accommodate one staff. So you can't put both teams on the roof next to each other because they're basically.
Is that because of the new school board?
Yes,
Yes,
that's what,
You
yes.
said that
Yeah,
when you say
school board,
this new
school board
equipment,
has taken space.
okay.
Yeah, but.
That's the
Isn't our assistance in the press box and the visiting team is up on the
Well,
roof?
I'll show you the next slide, Wayne, there's a picture. So, I'm sorry, this is small, but essentially, with the new scoreboard, there's new responsibilities. So now to run it, we have now someone who operates the actual scoreboard portion of it, and then there's a person who does the graphics. There's those two people that are up there, as well as the announcer, the statistician, the play clock operator, and then there are 2 spots for media, television people, radio people. So that essentially shows, I don't know if you can see that, I can't see this, that is terrible. But they're all labeled, so that essentially shows you who would be in the box, which then the coaches could be up top, but that only accommodates one staff. It's not gonna take care of both staffs, whereas we would have had a couple coaches inside and somebody up top from both teams representative, but so that's eliminated that space. And the next slide, just again further illustrates the equipment that's in there. That's the existing equipment, that's the existing sound equipment in the corner. And Brad, if you go to the next slide, please. So this is the new equipment that's in there to run the new scoreboard. So as you can see, it's taken up the area that would have been probably 2 or 3 bodies there. Next one, Brad. So this is just an illustration of what it would look like. This is a bolt-on system that literally bolts to the existing bleachers. It's roughly 10'4", I believe, long, and this is the top row of the benches. So those coaches could either stand or sit in that row, and then there's a countertop and there's a canopy over the top. It's all made of aluminum. It's like our donkey minus the wheels. Okay, and that's essentially what it is. And so the expectation throughout the conference is that we accommodate the visiting coaching staffs with appropriate accommodations. And so this would answer that issue.
Can we run electric to it?
Well, ultimately you can, like, that would be a question for these guys, but in the short term, there's nothing wrong with running an extension cord and power strip. Because we have access right to the building there, so we could run that cord there, just like we did in the early days when we first started with the scaffolding.
Would that be legal?
So why couldn't we put in, attach it to the existing press box?
Well, then we're opening a whole new can of worms, because the existing press box, as you know, you may not know, it's a freestanding structure.
Right.
It's not attached to the bleachers.
This
So-
attaches to the bleachers.
This bolts into the bleachers and utilizes that top row.
Correct. Okay.
And our bleachers are sound enough to support it. We know that for a
Yes.
fact.
Yeah,
I think Wayne was saying, why can't we have it next to our press box?
Yeah, so they have electric and,
you could add on, but I mean, I guess you could locate it there, I guess. But for being at midfield, it seemed logical to put it
Okay.
across the field on the other side, so they could be right on 50-yard line.
No,
Daryl, would running power there, what would that look like?
I would like to look into it a little more before I spoke on it, but it shouldn't be an issue.
There's power right, so right behind there is the light pole, which is where I believe they picked up power for the scoreboard itself. So there is a power source there, there's just not a traditional.
We have conduits and power all over it there. I don't anticipate an issue. I just don't. want any
Yes,
problems.
you can run from the concession building, the utility closet over and up.
If it's legal. I mean,
Yeah.
we still gotta do things under code.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Oh,
not,
you say you just plug in, I don't know.
Well, the visiting coaches, when they come and bring their tower, their camera for their huddle, they run extension cords into our existing power sources now.
exactly.
So,
That was my concern, was the equipment and the
we're
electric.
having adequate power.
But they run that stuff now off of extension cords. It's not an uncommon practice.
But they
If you only have a permanent power source, that would be great,
so
but not
Daryl,
necessarily necessary at the moment.
but if they agree to move this forward before the board meeting, can you get up there and look and make sure that we can run extension cords and then long-term run power?
Absolutely.
We had to get somebody from Lehman there to find that out. To find out if Lehman should be able to tell, township should be able to tell us, do we have to have a permanent power source or things?
We run extension cords in the gym to run the scoreboard. There's extension cords utilized there as well. It's,
So we
so
would
it's
be
not
applying for
uncommon
a permit.
practice.
Well, I
This is
think-
not a
I-
permanent
it's not
structure
permanent.
though.
I think the question is,
I think they do.
you're,
So
Using-
Chris Brown looked into
Just-
it and he said we would need a permit.
Oh, we would
yeah,
still?
we
Oh,
need a permit. And the other thing is with the electric, it's outside of an enclosed fixture. And so we just need to make sure that we have the correct pH wire, whether it's coming off of a 20-amp breaker that's sitting on,
AFI or
that's sitting
whatever.
on another breaker.
Yeah, we could take care of it.
Yeah, so just make sure, that because we wouldn't want to put this in and then, the visiting.
Otherwise,
coaches not
I
have
just
to.
assume attach it to our existing press box, that puts them between the 40 and the 50. I was looking at that yesterday when I was there.
I just want to make sure.
So can I make a
Clearly
request?
disappointed that we chose to shortchange our press box, knowing the dynamics
Exactly.
of playing football for 50 decades or
Yeah.
5 decades plus, and we knew full well what we needed, and once again,
And trying to undertake an expansion on that, I don't know how it would work, because it's a freestanding structure, not attached to the bleachers, and
And it's a longer project, where
Sure.
this is
quick.
this is a short-term solution. So can we, if the committee agrees to move forward on this, we'll have Daryl look. And then by the board meeting, we will say whether we're going to put it on our home side on between the 40 and the 50, or on the other. Either way, it's the same installation process.
It's, yeah, and it's our people that install it. It's-
Correct.
Yeah, and I just wanna make sure that, whatever, permits and whatever are in place done, so we can get it done and not approve it, and then we go and
Agree.
look for the permits
Correct.
and weeks later. The one thing I will ask and recommend, is there any way to change it from East Stroudsburg North Wolves to East Stroudsburg North Timberwolves?
Or just Timberwolves, I
Yeah,
mean,
that's
Sure, it's just a sample.
Yeah, yeah,
This is an art sample.
because I was looking at them like East Stroudsburg North Wolves. I'm like, I don't wanna shortchange our kids up there. East Stroudsburg North. Timberwolves.
I mean, just Timberwolves.
Well, no, because it says East Stroudsburg North, right? But
No,
No, it doesn't.
So
Yeah.
shopper funds associated with this.
Yes,
yes,
sir.
then.
Yeah, they just-
Oh.
This is.
So we, if we end up moving forward with this, we just need to get it into the township's hands so that they can expedite what they need to expedite.
I think I have that packet you gave me, Chuck, I can just forward that.
And we can start that process now. Yes, so we'll start that process now.
Can we
If
have it
you
done by
approve
the
it
first
tonight.
one again?
No.
No,
Well, because
the
the-
first home game's in 2 weeks, right?
Yeah,
If you looked at the-
22nd.
Yeah,
if you looked at the delivery date on this, it wasn't for another,
No.
until September anyway,
Yeah.
the delivery date. So,
thank you, Daryl.
So
Now,
So what are we gonna do when the first home game?
They'll be in the top of the bleachers on the visitor side, or if they wanna be on the big side, they can. There's just nowhere to put them in the press box.
Mr. Leonard?
Yeah, just from a principal standpoint, being up in North now for a month, it's such a beautiful campus that I appreciate the board and Maggie's leadership and considering this with Chuck. I just want us to always maximize our potential as a district. I don't want ever a team coming up to our campus, which is beautiful. And then it's like, oh, this is the field with the terrible press box where only one person can fit in there and it doesn't accommodate, like. That just gives us a bad mark as a building, in my opinion, like whatever else are we shortchanging ourselves to be the best we can be at North, so I just totally support this, I love the idea of the Timberwolves. My goal as a principal is to, improve pride and community in there, so I just, knowing that our visiting coaches, have a accommodation that's suitable for them, this possibility, I think is gonna be great.
But from that aspect, is that height aspect good enough for them? Since like we have a higher, are they gonna say, oh, they have a better advantage that, because they're higher than we are? Is there gonna be that question?
No,
no.
Cause those bleachers are lower,
yeah,
Then-
it's still a good finish.
okay,
Will this be,
It makes it, if you choose, you could always put it on the home side. That's, you guys can make that determination, but as long as we have an area for them that's suitable.
I think.
is it protected from the weather?
Electric.
It has, it does have some roof.
What do you say, canopy, is the wind canopy lit roof or is it?
It's a metal, it's an aluminum.
That's better.
The whole structure is aluminum.
so one other question, if we are gonna put it on, if we decide to put it on the home side. At South, they have the press box, but they also have those 2 extra add-ons. Could, instead of having one big one, could you put 2 on each side? To make it like South to give it,
The
They
problem
would
with
be
that is if you're looking at ours.
Yeah.
You're looking at our press box, the right side, those bleachers are lower at the top than on the other side.
okay,
There's a
really?
section that's lower,
Okay, never noticed that.
yeah, so it would
Okay.
then put them at that same. vantage
Oh, it'd be,
point.
okay, okay,
That, again, that comes back to, doing something different with the press box, which would be a big undertaking.
right,
Well, the thing is, you said it's assembled. Right, so.
Right, it's a bolt on.
Right, so if we do decide and we can make it to put on the, our regular side, we can move it, it's not like it's permanent structure, so. I'd rather just get it in place, get it
Alright.
for the season.
that's cool.
See how it
Go for
works.
Daryl,
It's the
thank
only
you.
complaint we want from coaches is,
They lost.
no, how long the ride is.
That's right.
That's all we can complain about. Oh, the ride.
You had other thoughts in the
This sounds
press.
like Parkland, that's not Parkland.
Were you concerned about?
Well, my thoughts were, I was more interested in enlarging my existing press box, to accommodate. Perpetuity, school's not going in.
Right.
Oh,
And, that was my thought
Yeah.
process.
I think
The only problem with that is that will take longer than the season.
Always. First, so.
You could always do that later. This could be used anywhere. Too.
Okay. Chuck, thank you for your work and putting.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
I know I stole one night from both of you, so thank you.
You did.
I stole one night from both of them.
Press box,
Just
PSC
one.
fire sprinkler.
Be more.
I guess the bid was moved to, July 31st, 2025. The only question I have was, did we meet the, public notice requirements with the switch? That was the only thing. Is this the only time I'm gonna see this on the agenda? George brought up,
That's it's later on in the agenda.
it is on the agenda?
Yeah.
I'll wait till then. And then I guess, there's a discussion for a scoreboard for outside use.
So I was going to have this discussion with the board as a whole, but I know you wanted to kind of start conversations. There was some discussion about the new Daktronics scoreboards at both stadiums, north and south, and allowing outside use of those stadiums.
Yeah, so when I approved the Daktronic scoreboard was with the intent that ESYA have the ability to train, and we have a staff member, Randy Litz is not only a staff member, but a alumni and runs ESYA, so I want to train him to use the scoreboard. If they have a 10 or 11 game schedule, only half of those games are home, the other half are away, so.
And the same thing with Jet Fest.
It's,
We have to do the same thing with Jet Fest.
well, we would have to,
No, they don't. Chatfest doesn't even use that stadium.
but if we're doing,
What?
They don't use a stadium.
but if we're not just doing it for ESYA.
That's what I'm saying.
Good.
I would
Angle
say
game.
that we should be doing it, if we're allowing all outside agencies, it should be all. Because the Stallions are going to ask, FCS Soccer is going to ask, Girls on the Run is going to ask. It's not just 5 home games for ESYA and training Randy Litz. It's a bigger kind of question. If we do, so I have a lot of thoughts on this, of just the investment that we put. And we're training outside people as opposed to having our people. If we train our people, that's a significant expense for them. And we would have to train a lot so that we have capacity, so that, ESYA games, 10 to 4, 10 to 2, how long, they're there a long time. And as Chuck said, you need 2 people, so you need the graphics person and the sound person.
Maybe they don't need graphics, they just need scoreboard times for.
Right.
Down in distance.
Is it possible to create within our policy? How we say, if you're gonna utilize the gymnasium, you need to have. Custodians and so on, and then you give the option for use of the scoreboard.
Correct.
And
That's
then
right.
what the,
Correct, so
Requirements.
on the facility use fee schedule, we have like the turf field with stadium lights, turf field without stadium lights.
and then we would.
And then I would add.
Turf field with scoreboard and operators.
However, I think we need, and it's in the policy already, that says it depends on availability. Because I also want to be respectful to our people, that we're not making them work
on.
8 hours on a Sunday. Also, the organization is going to take on that cost.
Right.
And are they comfortable with it? I don't know if I'm comfortable having, just like we don't have Shawnee Playhouse come in and just run our sound system in our auditorium, our people should be present using that. I have a lot of concerns about the investment that we put. And if something goes wrong, so let's say something goes wrong during an ESYA game and somebody unintentionally does something. Well, now we're down for our games and our athletics. And we're missing out on that opportunity. I just want to make sure we're thinking about this, writing policy, writing procedures that are really clear. I will do whatever the board chooses. I would just hate to see that our students, and I realize ESYA, all of this is our students, but our athletes who want this experience would miss out on it because something happened with the board, because it was mismanaged and misused.
Is not the scoreboard owned by the public?
Yes.
No,
It's owned by the school
the
district.
school district.
Right?
It's owned by the school district.
Yeah, and that's owned by the community.
I guess the biggest question
Right,
is,
but we also just don't allow anybody to use our facilities without some expectation. So the buildings are also owned, the sound system is
That's why
also,
we have so many
my
problems.
computer is owned by the school district, but it doesn't mean that somebody from the street can come in and just log into my computer.
That is correct.
So we have to set those expectations very.
Yes.
I think to Jason's tune here is, and I agree with Jason, I would like to find a way of making this possible if they're willing to pay the expense.
Yes.
I mean,
let
it's part of the stadium. We ran out and that's when we recreated 707 many years ago, we did that. It's never had that breakdown.
Correct.
We added all these extra,
Yep.
this is, if you want just the stadium's this price, but if we have to add this, and if they can't handle the price, and we need to put the
Correct.
overtime price in that would probably be for the person to do it.
Well, it could be
It could be.
professional staff or support staff, so.
Right.
It would be a different cost depending.
No,
on
but it's a Schedule B no matter who they are. It's a Schedule B position.
But if it's,
There's no difference between, are we, no.
hold on, so you wanna create a Schedule B position for this?
Well, that's what it would be, wouldn't it? In that,
No, it would be
So-
hourly rates.
and the hourly rate would depend on whether.
So-
Sunday is double time for, so
so,
if Brad, hi Brad, if Brad gets trained on this and he's working Sunday, it's double time for him. If a teacher gets trained on this, you're paying them, and we would have to negotiate that with the union. Are we paying them their per diem rate or are we paying them their per diem rate?
when we have a football game and we have all those staff members, one at the ticket booth, one at the.
Their Schedule B position.
Their Schedule B positions. That's
So
what
you
this
would
would,
wanna create a Schedule B position.
What about the people who run clock now?
they're paid,
They're
All the
paid,
positions,
they're paid.
but they're not all trained on this.
right, well,
When so during EPR, we talked about eventually creating a Schedule B for the content creation.
right,
And that we would train people to run it, but it's not a Schedule B to run it, they would be paid for that time.
now, the question also.
So when I say
Yeah.
Schedule B though, it's
Yeah.
also like you have the ticket takers. Are paid by session, not $5,000 in a season. So
Right.
they're paid by time, so we could establish that.
A rate per.
But we have to be aware that it could be professional or support staff, right? So my professional staff might be the teacher who is. doing
Doesn't
the
matter who they are.
content creation, Or it could be Brad, but.
It should be one
they're different
price.
pay scales.
No, it should, if you're determining the pay rate for a scoreboard operator, whether they're a professional member or support staff, there's still a scoreboard operator that day.
I hear you. But if I want people to do it, if I'm professional staff. And it's less than my hourly curriculum rate, I don't know if they're going to volunteer to do the Schedule B. And I cannot volunteer them. Do you understand what I'm saying is we have to make it somehow. So that people feel that there's the value to it and that they're not losing. Compared to what's in the CBA.
We find out.
Do you understand? So, like,
I,
Brad couldn't do
I
it.
understand what you're saying. Yeah.
Brad's not gonna come in unless it's double time on Sunday,
Why?
No offense.
Why does it have to be double time on Sunday?
because that's their hourly rate. What I'm saying is that we could run into that, so we would have to be, when we set the rate for it,
If they
we
want
would
to
have
drop
to be
it,
aware.
that would be trial and error in the beginning, because we have to find, they may be happy with regular time and a half, or maybe double, who knows, but.
We would have to discuss, but all I'm saying is it's not just as easy as saying this is the rate.
Oh.
I believe that we would have to sit down with both unions, have conversations, and we would decide a rate and then see if we get people.
If the union says it has to be a union job, is one thing, and we may say it's not a union job.
But
There's all sorts of, it's just what finishes,
What's wrong?
I would have gotten the board if we knew it was gonna have this problem. I thought the end result of having the board was eventually we're gonna have students running it anyway. We were only putting staff members in there till we got the students trained to run it. That was I thought was the plan with the board to begin with.
Students need to be supervised. So like when you mentioned Mike Silvoy before, Mike Silvoy was always there.
Right.
So it's still,
It's
we're
like
paying
a stage
field
manager
members
position.
to do that position. Do you understand what, so
Right.
yes. even
But in a
if
case, but just in a case like stage manager, Mr. Silva got the same rate as Mr. Toth as stage manager. There was no difference in pay because Mr. Toth was professional and Mr. Silva was
Would have to create.
You'd
community.
have to
We just have to create that. I'm
But-
sure.
But are we creating that for Schedule B? So these are all the things we have to talk
Right.
about. Are we
Mhm.
creating this for Schedule B for a season, for a day? That if you work
Or per-
one
It would be-
ESYA day, you get this, or is it ESYA season? Is it the spring season? Is it the Girls on the Run event? So we would have to create it of what does it actually look like? And what is that number? So like, what I'm just trying to say is like, we have to look at all of it, not just the SYA season. Because once we allow them all, the Stallions up north are going to ask the same thing. And then
Correct.
Girls on the Run do, and soccer, and anybody uses our event, which is fine.
Right.
But, so we're going to have to say, is it a year-long stipend?
I think it should be a per event rate. And you would have a pool of a few people. I think we're limiting ourselves by having one person train. I think we need a few people trained.
We need a bunch of people trained.
Because God forbid, one person be sick with the flu on Friday night and can't run it. And we go, sorry, folks.
We always need capacity,
Right.
but we would have to be really specific that if you take this, you must be available
Yeah.
on these dates, and if they're not. Because my concern is, let's say they're not available certain dates on a Sunday,
Hmm.
right? Then what happens? We have no board being run.
I think we have to have a roster of people. And, you know,
I understand what you're trying to do. I understand what you're trying to do to make it fair and make sure we're not. I appreciate you
Right.
looking at this, the whole picture, not just, oh, let's throw some up there. But I think we're maybe overthinking it. I'd rather overthink it than underthink it, because then we're coming back and go, oh my gosh, now what are we gonna do? So I just think, I mean, I envision that board, I'm telling you, from a standpoint of my career, I would be I'd come in and train it for free. I shouldn't say that, because then you're gonna say Cargill's trying to undercut me. But just for the sake of running that board, that's a cool piece of equipment.
So just so you know, we've reached out to local school districts that have these boards. Nobody allows outside agencies.
Okay.
I'm just letting you know. So other agencies have no expectation of doing that.
No, what I'm saying is, you wouldn't let anyone they'd have to be properly trained.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't let anyone just turn it on, power it up.
Correct.
Well,
There's the manual. You'd have to
my
train.
question is this, from an insurance point of view, if a lay person were to utilize it, who's not from our district, who's not an employee within our district, and it breaks.
I don't know what happens to the warranty.
Right.
Yeah, and I've emailed Attorney Brown, and I think he's out of the area right now. And I have not heard back.
I was just thinking about that because
Yeah.
I don't.
It's one of my questions that I laid out to him. I have this whole
Yeah.
thing, and it's one of the questions that I laid out of. But again, I thought we were talking about it at the board meeting, so I wasn't fully prepared, and I.
No, that's fine.
Like
I was
responsive
just
to-
thinking, I wouldn't
Yeah.
want.
Mhm.
I wouldn't want to jeopardize, because then I wouldn't want it to fall on, say,
How,
whatever organization might be utilizing it, saying, okay, well, you broke our board, it's gonna be $130,000 for you to fix it. I wouldn't wanna put that on another, like, say, if it was FC Pocono that had.
Right.
Well,
I said FCS, it's FC Pocono.
Yeah, you.
FCS is trying to lose some sense.
Yeah, it's-
All these
Oh,
acronyms.
yeah.
Eric, the fee structure, is that policy or an AR?
Structure.
707, the fee structure. So it's an attachment in policy 707, but I didn't know if it was an
we
AR
talked about it.
or if it was.
That was approved.
It was
It was
approved.
approved.
Yeah, we talked about it. We set those rates.
Okay. So we would want to go through.
Yeah.
And change that in policy.
Mhm.
Okay.
Which can be done, Rob. It can be done
Well, it's
routinely, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I just want this scoreboard to be utilized, to me, you have a football game, whether it be, ESYA or any other community organization, they're utilizing our stadium, utilizing our turf. We have a beautiful stadium, and then we have this beautiful scoreboard, and then we have this little board underneath, and why aren't they running that?
or track meet even.
We're gonna try. Yeah, oh, wow, that's beautiful. Do you see that board?
What's that?
That's what we're gonna put out there. That, I had that same okay, I had that same question when I attended an event. It was, I think it was actually the ESYA basketball game at JTL. And they had a little flip chart for their scoreboard for their event. I said, you mean to tell me when you rented our facility, we couldn't give you the score? Oh, they wouldn't let us do that, they said. Like they had a flip chart for their scoreboard. In the basketball.
The gymnasium?
That's why I was looking at him, actually.
No, you're right.
I wanna apologize, my ignorance again, but when a scorekeeper is, say, for the football game, or the scorekeeper is for the soccer game, or for the field hockey, right? What's gonna be the difference between that scorekeeper that's in that position today? And then that person who's then going to be the scorekeeper, because all they're doing is still using the board to
Correct.
keep score, they're
Yeah.
not doing the graphics. portion
No,
of it.
correct, there's a graphics.
They're just
Right, so
operating.
there's a separate person for that. Are we looking at the same rate still for that scorekeeper? Because there are games on the weekend. For all
That's a great
sports.
question.
And so, like, I know when my kids all play in sports, you know, we had games on Saturdays. And so if, you know, whatever outside organization is using it on a weekend. Could we continue to keep that structure of that individual who keeps that and then define a price based upon that? If they would require graphics.
That'd be an add-on.
That would be. They would have, well, I don't even know if we want to.
No, I
I
don't think,
don't even think we would.
So-
Offer that.
So is it turf field without stadium lights, with stadium lights, and then just with the scoreboard, no graphics?
I think that would be the,
I
because they
would
would
be
have
very
to
clear.
create.
I don't even know the capabilities, if you can use it just as the scoreboard without
You can.
graphics. Okay.
that was what they sold us on.
Because the biggest thing is, I mean,
Okay.
creating graphics for that, you would, I mean, I couldn't even imagine how an outside organization would work with the district to create. Graphics for them to be able to put up there.
Well, they would use like our canned first down and touchdown and,
Get loud.
yeah, correct, those kind of things.
Those, yes, but like he's saying, like you never be able to put pictures of
We should. we can
players
have
like we would eventually do for us.
That's the.
But we'll
Well,
have
no,
video,
but are
kids, what
we
commercials.
saying graphics or no graphics?
Well, I don't think they need graphics.
Okay,
They don't have them now.
that makes me very happy.
It
Okay,
would, I'm saying there would be a generic scoreboard up there, you know, home visitors.
Yeah.
Well, it's not
First down,
generic,
second
that's-
down,
that's a
time,
Big board.
welcome, you know,
Nice
it's a
board.
big board.
alright, let me look into it and I'll come back and then I'll work on policy change.
If you, if you want, I can meet with you and talk, whatever.
Let me pull some.
I put a lot of life into that policy,
This is.
every change, I was involved in many of those changes.
It's-
That was my, that was painful process.
It
I
was.
think we should change this to say scoreboards. And comma digital
Correct.
scoreboards, and we should. delete
There should be
it. Okay.
yeah, it should be, yes.
Alright, well, that was easy.
Okay, next item on
It
the
was.
agenda is number 5, current project status update. Is is Josh here?
No, Josh emailed this
Said John.
afternoon that he
Here.
was unable to attend.
But I do have those project updates.
Okay,
I have them so that we can also provide them then for Amy to include, just as they appear here, right into the minutes
Okay.
because of the discussion.
What?
Is his name John?
Josh.
No, it's Josh. It was a typo on, sorry, Patricia's
Relax.
side.
Oh, just called up for.
I
training.
did, but
Oh.
that's not,
Whoa.
that's not what, it's not on what I sent her. Sorry.
Hey, Lois.
Not me, Lily.
So Wayne, do you want those project updates provided here verbally from what Josh provided us with and then including those in the minutes from his notes?
No, it's just that he gives us a rundown, like I know that, again, he was at the stormwater meeting yesterday. We don't really need to talk about that, obviously, the north natatorium roof leak needs to be discussed.
So-
North,
Why don't I just go through and just read them all, so we have it real quick, okay?
okay,
So sprinkler replacement. He said 2 bids were received for sprinkler replacement project. The lower bidder, Keystone Fire, has confirmed that they have included the entire scope of work as documented in their bid. And that they have proceeded. They are not concerned about the discrepancy in the bid amount compared to the anchor fire protection, Keystone bid with 1.9.
Which one, where are we talking about right now?
I'm reading Josh's note.
This is actually going back to.
Right, so I'm just reading what his updates are. South Field House, equipment replacement, Scranton Electric and Heating and Cooling has been working to complete the components of the hot water boiler system. This work will be complete for the upcoming heating season in the fall. CHA has been coordinating with UGI for the gas meter replacement. North Stormwater, you don't need me to update that. Final payment request is done. JTL flooring replacement, Coke commercial flooring is nearly complete, and they'll be done by August 14th, 16th. I'm gonna have to get up there and send it to the board. It looks amazing.
Oh, I am right here.
Rob, it looks
It looks awesome.
amazing.
Thank you.
He doesn't have any,
It's just, it's so beautiful.
I went up today.
do we know when construction begins on any of these things?
What are you talking about?
Lobby.
It says, right here says, is update, but then after construction, starting on anything.
Oh, I don't know why that's not filled in.
And then stormwater.
Yeah, like we need to actually
Yeah.
fill that
It
stuff.
looks-
Hold on a
None of
second.
this stuff is filled in.
Oh, I hear you. I'm agreeing with you. So Resica, ES and JM Hill flooring replacement. Shade Environmental completed the asbestos abatement process at JM Hill in July. Lehigh Valley floor covering has completed the replacement process in both the schools. Final payment is to close out. Yes,
You said JM Hill?
yes.
They're still working on it there today. They're still there finishing trim work. What?
Right, but the asbestos abatement.
Oh, the asbestos. Oh, I thought the tile. Oh, asbestos, yes.
JT Lambert Data Cabling Replacement, Guyette Communications has completed the fiber optic and copper data cabling replacements, and they're finalizing their testing and the cutover of equipment. Mr. Borosh and CHA have been updated. North Campus generator replacements. Alberell Electric has completed the concrete pad and the electrical infrastructure for the new generator system. We're working with Sharp Energy for procurement of a 500-gallon above grade propane tank for the fuel source. Once it's delivered and the fuel system will be complete and we'll start it up. Boardroom AD upgrades, Keystone Fire and Security has been awarded this project. It'll be complete by October 17th. Hold on, I'm scrolling. JTL boilers and hot water systems, Smithfield boiler replacement. JBM Mechanical has confirmed that equipment lead times will not allow for the replacement prior to the fall heating system. The replacement process at both buildings will begin in the spring. North Site Transportation Building, CHA is continuing to work on the floor plan layout and material selection for the lounge and bathroom additions. Updated plans will be shared at the September meeting. North Natatorium Wall, Mon Roofing has prepared to start the replacement process after the school year, but encountered unforeseen cavity conditions behind the stud walls on either end of the natatorium that required revised framing and air barrier details to be developed. This condition impacted the overall schedule and replacement, and the work still needs to be completed. MUN has committed to returning to the site at the earliest opportunity following the completion of summer work. It is anticipated that the work will occur in September prior to the extreme cold conditions that result in the wall condensation. Both CHA and MUN are well aware of the importance of this repair and will ensure that the reconstruction is completed in an expeditious manner without sacrificing quality.
This has been going on for months.
The years, George, years.
Yeah.
Every time we turn around.
There's something, I mean, I cannot believe, we approved the tank we approved this, I'm jumping back to the generator. We approved the purchase of a tank months ago. Why did we not purchase that tank knowing we were gonna get it? Why did we wait to purchase the tank until the cement was put in? This is 2 years now. 2 years we're out without a generator up there. We could have put solar panels in and been much easier and would have been powered it year round. I'm being sarcastic. And the reason why this is what the area I was asking about, that what you mentioned about the classroom, conditions.
The auditorium roof leak.
That's like 10 years. It's been happening for years. We just started tackling it in the last
Where-
3 years.
Did you give us that, say anything about the transportation yet?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Now, on his, it says, on
I did that too,
the
yeah.
agenda, it says to begin 10/25 and be concluded on tentatively 7/26. He's giving, somewhere we had a date of 10/25. How do we get that, Amy? Is that from Josh or?
Which one are you talking about? I'm
The
sorry.
the North Transportation Facility, number 3. Construction is scheduled to begin 10/25.
That has to be whatever we got from Josh, because that's not anything that we're
But
doing.
in his report, he doesn't really give a date. He just says, we're working on it. We'll update you.
It had to have been from minutes, from prior minutes, which I can look into for you.
Okay. I'm just saying, like, this is,
I would say that I hear your frustration, I echo your frustration. We've had some internal conversations of just, things are being slowed down and we don't understand why, and we wanna move at a more rapid pace. So I promise you, I am scheduled to have a conversation of clarification of expectations.
okay. I mean, the stadium boiler, we better have hot water when we need hot water in a couple weeks. That was a year ago. We put off hot water.
Water system is that?
Yeah.
Oh, but you said there was gonna be something else. I thought you said there was something else that was being updated.
The boiler.
Oh, the heating. Oh, the heating.
Yes.
Oh, so we might not have heat.
No, we're gonna have.
What?
Okay.
And get kids.
I understand your frustration, because we approved these things like 2 years.
These were
I get
approved
it.
2 years ago. And I'm not taking on you.
No, I know you're not.
I would take it out on Josh if he were here,
I am equally.
even though I'm not
I
supposed
am
to. do that.
equally as frustrated,
Thank
I
you.
promise.
Thank you.
We share in frustration.
All right,
I
so-
think that was a-
Maybe I need to bring it up now.
I'll have to work with you to hold my frustration like you do. Although I really get
The,
really nice wake up early, thanks to you.
I guess I'll bring it up now.
Wake up early.
Where's our agenda?
You got me hooked on that.
It's, number 6 is in this. Number 6 is the sprinklers.
No, that's not where I was going.
We're
We
on,
just did a remediation with the Bushkill Elementary School with the removing of the oil tank.
Yes.
that's in there somewhere. That's in
If we're
here.
going to propane, where's the propane tank for? So when I drove by,
We're not, we need you to vote on that today, whether we're doing that.
that's why I guess I'm bringing that up.
Okay. It's,
6B.
It's in here somewhere.
6B.
So we want to obviously purchase,
this is.
this is the Bushkill Elementary, okay. So is that on my agenda?
Yeah, you're jumping ahead.
6, you got 6A and 6B.
Okay.
We're only on 5C.
I wasn't equating train into the All right, so that was Josh's segment of the meeting. Environmental service project updates. Rob, what do you have for us? JTL?
Yeah, so just to kind of reiterate what Josh said, maybe a little more detail. JTL looks wonderful. I'm very happy with the way it came out. They are doing some punch list items now. Most of it is complete. We'll be doing the last scheduled punch list thing because of some with these big machines they bring in, they always wind up hitting a wall or something. So I have them patching a few walls that will all be done by the 14th, 15th. JM Hill, the asbestos abatement portion is done. I brought them back in today because I wasn't happy with a few things, just to kind of finish some punch list items. And then Resica, it has been completed as well. So we're in good shape.
Thank you.
Oh, question.
Yes.
The hallway they did the work in JM Hill downstairs
Mhm.
in the classrooms.
Yes.
Are we doing anything with that hallway to make it look
So
nicer?
if you recall, this work, the scope of this work was part of an environmental grant. So it was only targeting the asbestos tile that was in there and removing that and replacing that. So that hallway wasn't part of that. So we can look into, because
It's
it's
a coat
a,
of paint
it's a separate thing. Yeah, it's Daryl and I.
on the hallway. The hallway in the basement is like cement, is painted cement.
Yeah, we've talked
And
about
it's
that. We're
all-
gonna get that done.
Man, like, the rooms look so nice, and then you
So
got.
we're just gonna paint.
We always, that's what we usually do every few years.
Oh, you do? Okay,
Yeah,
it's gonna look nicer then?
It will. The only thing is
It
we
looks
had
beautiful.
furniture in the hall all summer until this project was done, so.
Painted all the classrooms now, well, Rob.
I was up there yesterday, today. I mean, I stopped up there today. It looks
Why
beautiful.
don't we ask Maggie?
What are we asking, Maggie? What are we asking?
We have Train here, he's sitting here.
He's-
all this-
Oh, wait, maybe we should let him go from next.
All the stuff we're discussing.
I think he's
You
enjoying
really-
this. This is comedy hour right now.
We should get the him.
We're hands-on board.
Yeah.
Are we good with that? Okay,
That's all I'm saying,
Yes.
it's been,
I'm good with that. What,
he may be enjoying the comment.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's all applicable, yeah, that makes sense.
yeah,
I don't think he is.
He's here somewhere.
6B. Bush.
He's in-
Yeah, here it is.
What?
B,
What?
yes.
No, he's,
6B. I have paid for,
6 feet?
Yeah. Well, page 4 of it.
okay, are we good for him to chat? Are we going out of order? Are we good with that?
I'm okay with it. Wayne okay with it?
Yeah. So the next item is the,
Yes, come talk to us.
is
What?
the Bushville
There's no
Elementary
podium.
boiler.
You can,
That's the podium mic tonight, I think.
Thank you for your time. I really appreciate it. So in the June board meeting, it was approved to have us go take a look at a replacement of the boilers over at Bushkill. So currently there are aged boilers that are in need of replacement anyway, but there was a, fuel oil situation where the tank was removed. So currently you're running off the day tank for oil, so we're trying to provide a solution that, gives you the most efficient new boiler system possible. So that is switching to a liquid gas. Option for your school is liquid propane. So the plan is to provide, and what's proposed is a full turnkey solution from a train company, which includes permanent drawings, permits, installation, setup, checkout, soup to nuts with the train company. So we're looking at, the whole goal was to try to get in front of the heating season, so that was the task that we were given. It's a really short condensed time frame. So I noticed at the end of June to try to get a proposal together and still meet time frame. I think we have a solution, and we're proposing a solution that meets that intent. So if you notice in the proposal, there's 2 options. So the first option, which we would consider the base bid, is essentially 2 new PK boilers, which is a preference of the school district, provides your staff the opportunity to provide maintenance long term. So you can do the maintenance internally if you so choose, or you can use you can have that subbed out to a subcontract as well. We looked at using PK for the domestic water heater, but given their offering
yeah.
and what kind of meets the intent, we actually looked, we're gonna go with, I'm proposing a lock-in bar, so self-contained liquid propane commercial water heater, so separates it from the boiler system. The reason that's a benefit is because these new boilers are fully modulated. So a lot of schools don't really need boilers in the summertime, but this particular school was outfitted with the opportunity to dehumidify in the cooling months. So we're able to turn those boilers down significantly. The leaving water temperature to provide heating that helps dehumidify, but also reduces, energy use or fuel consumption. The proposal is, the base bid is, unfortunately, the lead time on a brand new liquid propane tank, right size for this job, it's around 6,500 gallons, is roughly 20 weeks. So obviously, that would not allow us to do a full installation before heating season. So we came up with 2 options. One, we can procure, and it's in the base bid, a refurb tank. A little bit larger, which is fine, not a big deal, but it's 8,000 gallons. It's a refurbished tank.
under the 5-year warranty. It's a local provider. And we can have that in relatively the same time as the boilers, which is like 5 to 6 weeks. So we can have that solution provided, installed, set up before, the state requirement for heating, getting available for the school. The alternate solution, which is an add solution, is that instead of not doing anything this year, we'll do the replacement of the boilers, replacement of the commercial water heater, and working with your energy provider, we have a temporary tank solution. So we could set you up with temporary tanks, safe it off, switch to propane before the cooling season or before the heating season, and then once the tank comes in, then we'll swap and make that swap in the probably end of winter is kind of based off of the schedule. So what we did is presented like a payment schedule based off of like our projected schedule. So each alternate or each option has its own payment schedule. So that, you're working with a train company only, we kind of lay out the financial obligation up front. So there's, there's no, playing around with delays and things like that. We own the opportunity. So our real offering to the school is that, we're a one-stop provider with no change orders. So that's kind of how we look at every project. We assume the risk, right? We have the engineer under us, so we're assuming all of that. We're making sure that, we have engineer drawings, permits are done, and we meet the schedule that, we're proposing.
For the refurb tank,
Mhm.
what is the warranty?
It's 5 years,
And what's the warranty for a new tank?
1 year.
I knew that answer.
Yeah, so.
I was just gonna say.
So the new tank doesn't offer an extended warranty. The refurb tank, obviously because it's refurbished, will offer an extended warranty. That's standard.
Is there a life expectancy of the new tank versus a life expectancy of the refurb tank?
So I would say that I don't 100% have that answer, but no, the expectation is that the life expectancy of both tanks would be the same. So we've done this same type of swap out at the twin school, so over at Resica. So we have a lot of familiarity with doing this, particularly in the same framework. So we've done that over there. That was part of like a guaranteed energy project. So we're taking a lot that we learned over here and just providing it in the standard turnkey project. So, and just looking at the bills, there's significant savings moving from oil towards propane. So that school is running roughly $30,000 better to the good for fuel cost.
Resica is compared to Bushkill.
Bushkill, correct. And that's, that's a system that's.
So it would take a few years for an ROI, but.
It would take a few years, but
But we
that's
get
a system that's been operating since 2011, 12, so that's not as efficient as something you're gonna get to. I would assume that the energy cost would be even to the good of that. Plus, you have the benefit of taking on the maintenance if you'd like, moving forward.
And the lifespan of these boilers?
So they're a boiler that we would put in anything, so it's 20-year boiler, but yeah, that would be the life expectancy, same thing that you have, relatively at Resica, same, it's a condensing boiler, full modulating.
Are these the original boilers at Bushkill Elementary?
Yes,
So we got more than 20 years in.
those are different, but yeah, there's standard state boilers, but yes, the condensing boilers, offer a lot of benefits. I think the expectation of the life of those, per extra gallons would be 20 years. So obviously you can get, just like anything, you can get more, but that would be a good expectation for.
Is it just one boiler?
Two boilers.
Two boilers?
Yeah.
I just got this.
No problem. Yeah, I'm saying, so it's 2 boilers and then 1 domestic water heater. So you have a generator there as well that's on oil. It has its own day tank that it runs. So as part of the evaluation, we're right sizing the vaporizer. So it's a portion of the propane field essentially, so that at any point, if you wanted to upgrade that, you could put that onto propane as well, and you wouldn't have to make any adjustments to the. So I thought it made sense, to do that now, then it gives you the flexibility in the future if you ever upgraded that to propane.
So the price that you're submitting, the 1278 is for the tank everything installed with the tank that we wait for. And then if we go with this swap out, it's the 58,000 more?
That is correct. No, so yeah, so the base bid is for the refurbished tank. So that gets you to a completion date that's prior, for a complete project prior to the start of heating season. It is more expensive to go to a permanent tank, I mean, a brand new tank. One, because there's a delay, and then there would be a temporary propane solution that's associated.
Oh, so the refurb tank is the first price,
Is the
and then if
first
we decide to wait and swap it out,
Later,
we're
yeah.
gonna pay 60,000 more.
That's
Correct,
correct.
yeah.
Both solutions get you onto the new boilers prior to heating season. But this one would have additional work following to make that change.
How large are the temp tanks?
So what's the boiler cost?
I believe we're doing 1,000 gallons.
So we're looking at about $1,300,000.
Yes, 1.27.
Versus
Either way.
8,000,
About $1,300,000.
It's like
Yeah, with
Yeah.
$60,000.
and it's 5-year warranty.
The others.
It's a 5-year or 1 year.
Right.
I know.
It's a local provider
And
too,
it's
so it's
Yeah.
not coming from.
We just make sure that CHA.
What do we pay for the lead?
Guarantee it.
Okay, well, because in the past, they have attached.
Yes.
themselves.
doesn't this have to be bid out?
They can't.
I'm sorry.
They can't.
Doesn't this have to be bid out?
So we're proposing it similar to other projects we've done through the Omnia Cooperative Program. So that is a federally bid program that we're adhering to. So we were awarded that contract, and we've used that contract in the past year specifically. And as it relates to semester funds, so we went through a validation process post-project and we're approved to use. So it's a program that's made specifically for government and state entities.
So we would not have to bid this out. is what you're saying.
It's essentially, it's already bid out.
It's already been bid out.
And honestly, we need to do this. We have no tank up there we have to replace anyway, so,
Something else.
right, something has to happen.
Yeah.
And they have their own engineers and everything.
And so you'll do everything, you'll do the specs, you do everything,
Do
so
everything,
we work
yeah.
directly with you.
You work directly with me, and obviously it's not me,
Right.
all
Well-
of me, but yeah, so we're gonna have a team that's a part of it. We'll have a project manager. We have the engineering
Thanks,
costs under us as well.
And if we go with this, we're looking at, we would get heat before the heating season. you're saying?
Correct. Yeah, both scenarios you would, just the project wouldn't be completed. So right now, I mean, any amount of time that you can give us is always good, because like I said, the timeframe for the material is 5 to 6 weeks is the schedule that we're working off of. So, I mean, like you were talking about before, right? We're gonna order material immediately as we're starting our engineer drawings on approval, because we already know what we're gonna be using. So we're not gonna wait for the traditional engineer approval process where you have a submittal set, then you go and it gets approved. Like, we're taking on, all of the risk. Now, obviously, all this stuff is in front of the school, the school district and the school board. So, we're full open as far as the information that we're, obviously, Daryl and Eric and their team are gonna approve the products that we're ordering. So it's not like we're gonna do that in secret, but we're gonna have submittal packages, but it's gonna be extremely collaborative, very, very quick, to meet the timeframe.
This replacement was in our capital plan anyway, correct?
It is, yes.
It is.
We have it, so the money is there.
I don't know if we'll spend this much money that I have to go back and look at the.
Well, there was no discussion on money. We're just getting hit with the sticker shock now. That's
Understand, yeah.
And when we did the pre-meeting, we were very specific with Keith, and Keith looked at it with us, looking at dates, knowing that the first opportunity for a signed agreement or approval would be Tuesday morning after the board meeting in August.
Correct.
And that still allowed the time frame to work out as he's described.
Okay, I'm okay with, I have no questions.
Keith, thank you.
Oh, Keith, I thought, you have no question.
Yeah.
You have no, thank you for not having questions.
Well done.
Don't think it's them.
That was interactive, thank you. Thank you for not thanking me like that.
Keith D, thank you. Keith K.
So did you say, Keith, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Did you say that the Bushville Elementary School has this boiler system has a dehumidification system?
So it's not a particular system, the system design is set up to dehumidify, correct? Yeah, so we did a air handler and unit vent replacement project a few years back. So when that was designed, the unit vents were ultimately selected to have the opportunity to dehumidify, correct?
So we added
You
that.
up.
Yes, we all.
We added that was not part
I
of
know
the
he's
original building.
That was not part of the original vote. We, yes. Flagged it. Yeah.
Okay, thank you for that, Claire.
You're welcome.
I knew where you were going.
Yeah.
Path right away, my friend.
That's exactly.
Alright,
I don't even know where.
All right, let me see,
6A.
where was I now?
6A.
Now we're.
The sprinkler, we did the sprinkler?
Building and facilities, North Auditorium light upgrades.
Daryl, you get to talk.
They're done.
They're done.
Yeah, they came out great up there in the North Auditorium, all the lighting, all the lights are complete for the stage lighting. We're just waiting for Lehigh to commission it, which should be in the coming days.
Boards and everything are all good.
The board, that's you're talking, the whole, everything.
Stage done.
Really?
And it's not on here,
Good.
as you already know, I guess, too, JTL's seating,
With the proper.
auditorium seating is complete as well.
Can I go watch, see, give me a demo?
JTL seating is done?
Detail seating is amazing. Look, oh my God, look here, I'll show you a picture.
This is a nice,
Oh my gosh, come on.
Thank you, George.
I listened to it. Look how nice it looks. And then wait, it gets better. Watch, it gets better. Hold on, I gotta show you something. It really gets better. Hold on. Sorry for taking up the time of this meeting, but this is really important. Look what happens when the lights go out. You can see the aisles. We have aisle lights now. It's nice. And they're really
Yeah.
comfy too.
They are very
They
good.
fit an adult
Let's see.
figure,
Okay. A full figure.
a full figure man.
Who says a full figure one?
That's right. Are you
I call it.
are you
chunky
calling me
monkey.
full figure? I wasn't
No,
calling
I'm
you
full
full figure.
I am full, I'm a chunky monkey, I know what I am, I look in the mirror every day.
We all do.
Technology.
Sure.
Technology updates. JTL data wire is almost done. Board audio visual room is going to be done in the next few weeks. And then JTL IP phones are done, almost done, within a few days.
So that now 6 goes to proposed projects, the ESE sprinkler replacement. We ended up having bid opening on the 31st the other day. And Keystone had the lowest bid. I don't have Josh here, but I think George was gonna ask a question regarding the if we award it to Keystone. The bid includes replacing all of the existing pipe, which I take is the black. Or let me see your notes. Comes with black pipe, and then there's a note about it doesn't include galvanized pipe. So the question is, and I'm sure no one can answer today, is does the bid price include replacing all of the black pipe? There's a huge discrepancy between this bid and the other bid, which was Anchor Fire. It's more than $1 million.
And in Josh's notes, right, Eric, he said that there wasn't, that it's the same scope of work.
He indicated that they reviewed it with Keystone and they're confident they met the scope of work that was specified.
So
And
we
we should
should
line with their estimate for what the actual project would cost.
So does this, does the 1.9, and I guess we can answer this at the next, or at finance, since this will be on finance. Does this, bid of 1.9? I guess I want clarification on what's galvanized pipe. Why is that in here?
Okay. I will get that information for you.
I mean, there was mention of the black pipe. system installed utilizing black steel Schedule 40 grooved and threaded piping. So, I'm not sure what the galvanized pipe is.
It doesn't include galvan.
Right,
don't know.
what do I need galvanized pipe for? I guess I'm just looking for some clarification on what's not included. But, you know, yeah, typically, everybody should be bidding on the same, plans. Construction plans, I don't know.
Right.
I don't know, it's just $1 million plus difference.
You gotta
It's
compare
not
apples to
enough.
apples.
They have the same information.
Well, they're nuts.
They're not presenting it, you're saying.
All right, any other discussion on the sprinkler? Hearing none, boiler, completed projects. Rest of flooring, JM Hill is based, asbestos, JM Hill, gym floor repair, JTL auditorium seating. ES underground storage tank, any discussion on any of those items? Pretty much
That's been covered.
discussed them. Hearing none, 25 completed projects, JM Hill flooring replacement. No discussion on that, current capital project lists. Any discussion? Daryl, who's gonna give us district energy savings?
This is just a quick update for you guys as part of the switch over to LEDs throughout the district with different fixtures, pole lights, gym lights, things like that. We've been keeping a running tally of our savings, and I asked Amy to provide this just for a FYI for you guys to know where we're at with it.
Great,
This is great.
well done.
Yeah, thank
I
you.
think it's amazing. Difference, but LED is doing.
Basically, we put the proposal together early on 6 years ago.
I have a question. This is totally regarding electric savings. When I was at JM Hill today and we were walking around and we walk in a building, like a classroom, the lights came on because there's like a motion sensor. Are they all over our district?
No,
We're working on it.
Because that, you know, when you drive by buildings, and that's one of the public's biggest pet peeves, when they drive by one of our buildings at night, they'll go, oh, all those lights on in the building, what are they, you know, granted, we're cleaning, but like it was really nice, because you walk in, click, and then it goes off after time. That would save a lot of money. Okay, thank you. Very nice.
Number 8, items requiring action, North High School coaching platform. We'll, any other discussion on that? We'll have a motion when we get there. Hearing none, East Stroudsburg sprinkler system replacement bid tabulation. We just discussed that. Invoices. Do we want to pay CHM? So you have his invoices 1 through 9. Any discussion on any of those invoices, guys?
No. Just out of curiosity, why didn't they need to be involved in the boardroom speaker system?
I don't know an answer to that question.
I mean, I brought this up in past meetings, you know, like this is just modifying existing speakers, existing wire, and now we're looking at a $7,000 invoice
Yes.
for what we're already upgrading. And we have a company, we gotta, I know it's inherited, so,
But we are tightening it up. Yep.
you know, like Jason brought up, like make sure that certain things like the north press box, you know, we're doing that internally. We just, okay, that's all.
Yep.
Okay. I'm
No, I
just
agree with you.
clearing my brain.
No,
Thanks.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me see.
Thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you.
AM Hill. Sprinkler, 1 second.
Damn Hill, no, ESE sprinkler.
I think we had that discussion before on that.
We talked about ESE sprinkler.
with some of those
Contract.
monies that,
We,
So did we hire a contractor for that, for 10,000?
for what?
For the boardroom?
Yeah,
Yeah, guy had some,
that's right.
Guyette or Keystone
I
Fire?
remember.
I think Keystone Fire for that one.
Guyette's.
the cable.
Cabling, sorry.
Okay. Applications for payment for CHA. 1 through 6, JTL Data Network Improvements. JM Hill, asbestos abatement, JTL flooring, JM Hill flooring, and resident flooring. Any discussion, guys?
Nope.
Hearing none, public participation. Is there anyone out there that is looking to speak? Yes, John.
Just on the high school north, transportation building,
Yes.
during the constructions, are the 2 secretaries and the 2 supervisors going to be displaced while that's happening, or are they gonna remain in place?
I don't know the answer to that until I see the plans.
We don't have the plans, so thus we don't have the timeline, so I can't answer that just yet. It's a great question.
Hold that thought. We don't know what the scope is yet.
that's what it was, transportation building.
Yeah,
I thought we figured that out when we did.
We don't have a timeline of that construction project
yeah.
yet.
We've only been talking about that for about 2 years too.
That's another one that's coming on forward.
It's a gift that keeps on giving.
Mhm.
Thank you.
I thought this latest plan was
If we-
going to
if
get
we-
us quicker, but it's still not been any quicker.
CHA needed to do the plan. If we move them, we will have a place for them.
Up north, south?
Up. Yeah, absolutely.
I think he
And
knew,
An adequate location.
and I think we made it clear that we didn't want to displace it. I think we talked about that. At one point, we wanted to make sure that there was little, that's why we wanted to do this in the, we planned to do it over the summertime.
Your statement.
That was what we wanted to do.
All of your purchases.
Yes. Yeah.
You are not losing your mind. You are remembering all of that.
I have a good, my wife said I have a memory, but I have a good memory.
You do have a good. I'll tell her.
Good thanks.
I'll vouch for you.
All right, anyone else out there for public participation? Anyone in Zoom?
No.
Wasn't seeing it.
Deb's there. Deb,
Deb,
speak
what?
up, Deb. Come on,
No,
Deb.
I think she's off now.
She left us.
Debbie?
She's like, this meeting is
She wants
longer
that
than
talk
12
now.
minutes. I'm out.
All your questions.
She's, yeah, we've,
All right, hearing none, motion. Motion, where are we gonna start?
Wait.
all in favor, aye?
Yeah.
Did you look over the Rutledge invoice?
Rutledge invoice.
Remember I gave that to you as an attachment prior to the meeting that we were gonna add that to the agenda? That Rutledge
That was
invoice
for the
that you and
tank-
I
the
spoke
tank.
about
We have
for
to pay it.
$51,000?
That was for the tank removal.
That was for the tank removal.
Oh, that's what this is?
Yes.
It's an invoice,
So we can have that.
For Bushville Elementary.
yes.
Correct.
Okay,
To pay them for removing.
so I'll make a motion now then, since we didn't have it in the, we should have added that to the agenda. It's okay.
Well, just.
We're
I'll
gonna
add
take care of
it, I'll add it, yeah.
I make a
So a
motion.
motion to approve the invoice to Rutledge Excavating for $51,787.39
So moved.
for the tank removal.
I will second that.
Discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, we took care of that, so take a look. Sprinkler motion to approve Keystone Fire. Their bid at $1,965,500 to replace the fire sprinkler system at East Stroudsburg Elementary School
I thought we were gonna wait.
with clarification on the galvanized pipe.
Wait, if it helps. Josh responded to that question via text a moment ago,
Awesome, thanks, Josh.
indicating that there is no galvanized pipe. The pipe is not galvanized, but it is a black pipe with a coating for protection. So, schedule for. That's what it was in the bid.
What'd you say?
No galvanized pipe, so I guess they just gotta make sure Keystone isn't substituting galvanized pipe in there.
Okay.
Of course, they have to do a change, whatever, justify it. Okay,
So
so
you need a
there was a
motion?
motion on that.
Is it seconded? I'll second it. It's not second.
I'll motion it.
I'll second it.
Any discussion?
And that's lower, right? Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. George,
I,
you were making us assume.
Hey, if he doesn't say
We've learned.
no,
Yeah.
it's yes. I learned that the
Aye.
hard way.
That's true.
You snooze, you lose.
Silence is taken. Got it.
So I can just go to sleep the rest of the meeting, right? And everything I say is good. So the payment of
Motion to accept the, to move forward with the North coaching platform.
So
From aluminum athletic equipment for $8,993. Coming from, take it, that's coming from the St. Luke's funding.
it's
And, and I'm sure it's gonna require a building permit from the Lehman Township. Motion to move that forward.
so
and second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
I guess the only thing that we need to answer on that is the electric.
Location.
report.
Yeah,
Election.
I'll get more information. Daryl's gonna look into it and I'll get more information.
And the location where
I
we
knew
decided
those
to make it.
cameras are gonna.
Yep. Electric and location.
Invoices.
Yes, motion to pay CHA invoices 1 through 9. So moved.
which one's this?
Did we do the boiler?
No.
We did it yet. We're not there yet.
We would. We did.
Did I miss one?
Yeah, the.
Oh, I think
Push-
Shannon.
Voting on
In
train.
Here, we just
Right.
ignored him. The boiler.
Is that what he is? Look, he stayed the whole meeting anyway. You
Yeah.
did that all for him and he
He's
didn't even
making
leave.
sure we did it.
I don't think I got to the page yet.
He did, so it was right.
He did,
under-
remember, it was,
It's out of order.
it was a late addition to the agenda.
BES boiler, okay. Motion to approve trains, proposal for the boiler at Bushville Elementary School for
We're doing the 1,200,000, that one,
The refurbished tank?
refurbished tank.
We're gonna go with the refurbished?
yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
Motion,
Second.
discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
aye. Now we're back to bills.
Applications for payment, motion for paying CHA for the applications for payment. Numbers 1 through 6,
No, that's,
applications for payment.
it's not, we're not paying CHA, we're
We're
paying
not
those
paying-
people,
Right, we're paying the,
paying the contractors.
Coyote, Shade.
Correct.
Yeah, 1 through 6, motion.
Flooring, Lehigh Valley Flooring.
Motion.
Second.
We have a motion and second.
Discussion,
Aye.
all in favor, aye.
Just move right up.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Aye. Oh, yeah, I don't vote on that, sorry.
Wait,
Thank you.
wait,
Oh,
hold on.
what we do?
Did we use CHA invoices?
No, I don't think we ever, did we vote on that? Yeah, we did, because George,
No,
You
we
started.
we started it.
We did.
but no one said no, so that's a yes.
No, we never called for the vote on
Oh,
that.
I never called for the vote.
Because we backtracked.
All in favor?
Motion to pay CHA invoices
Motion.
Second.
1 through 9. Motion was made, second, and discussion, all in favor.
Aye.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Thank you.
It's his new agenda. I get it. It's a gentleman. It throws you off. He can't understand it. I feel very.
Thank you, we appreciate it.